Hey guys, it's DT. Welcome back to the channel. I hope everybody had a happy new year, and we are starting off 2021 with a bang. So what you see here are all the pieces of the prototype from the XM Studios Samurai Penguin quarter scale statue. So today I have the honor of giving you guys an up close look at this statue for the first time. So we're going to be doing things a little bit differently on this video. Obviously I already have everything unboxed, and that's mainly because they're still working out all the engineering on this piece as well as the packaging. So it didn't come in the nice black XM Studios box. It actually came in an inside out Dr. Octopus box with some white styrofoam that got pretty much everywhere. So I had to do a fair amount of cleaning before getting all these pieces out here for you guys to see. So you guys might have noticed I have the gloves on. Typically I don't use gloves when I'm handling my own statues. I just make sure my hands are clean. And since this isn't my piece and it's the only one in existence, I wanted to make sure that I didn't do anything to mess it up. Plus, if this statue was ever to be used in a crime, I don't want any fingerprints on it coming back to me. So a little disclaimer before I start putting this guy together. Once again, this is a prototype, so what you see here might not necessarily be what you get in the final product. I have personally pre-ordered this myself, so it'll be interesting to see once I have that product in hand. So some of the fit on these pieces might not be perfect. A lot of these parts don't even have magnets yet. So this is really to showcase the statue and to see its potential. So the Batman Samurai line is an XM Studios original concept, and I decided to go all in after I unboxed the Batman Shogun on horse. I think that piece is amazing. The amount of detail is through the roof. So I actually have every single XM Samurai piece in my possession, so I'll be unboxing each of those pieces on this channel this year. So stay tuned for that. I've got the base here on the turntable ready to put this thing together. Obviously, we don't have any instructions for this, so let's keep our fingers crossed and hope for the best. Okay, here he is, Penguin Daimyo. Okay, so let's take a closer look at this spectacular piece. So we've got a rocky, snow-covered base. I think the snow looks pretty good. It's got a nice color and texture. I know a lot of collectors are very particular about their snow, and it's definitely one of the harder elements to sculpt and paint. But pretty good job here. Definitely looks like snow. I like how we can see some of the rocks sticking out and how some of the snow is kind of dripping off of the sides. They added in a couple branches here on the side to bring out some extra life in the piece. And I also wanted to mention that this base alone, without all of the added elements, is quite heavy. Then we have this crazy Norimono, or palanquin, or sedan chair. This is definitely one of the highlights of the statue. The amount of intricate details is insane. We've got all these gold ornamental scroll designs on all sides, as well as on the floor. I love all the little penguin references placed throughout. There's some nice hammered metal texture with nail heads on some of these reinforced areas of these carry handles. The whole thing's got a really nice wood grain texture. We've even got some snow on the legs, some nicely sculpted shutters, as well as some cool purple ropes on either side. There are also some Easter eggs inside the Norimono, which I will show you in a bit. So as you can see, the handles here make this piece quite wide. I think from tip to tip, it's about 29 inches. But the cool thing is, if you are limited on space, you can actually remove the handles like so, and now the width is around 20 inches. Then we've got the penguin front and center. Definitely some great detail on him as well. He's got this gray and black kimono and overcoat with some nice purple and gold accents. They did a fantastic job with the fur texture on his collar. And he's got a very intricate patchwork design on the back of his coat. It's got some very vibrant colors, and you can see all the little layers and textures. He's wearing traditional Japanese wooden clogs with the white tabi socks. He also comes with a gold chain to show his wealth and also to hide the small seams around his neck. He comes with a few switch out hand options. The first one is the hand with the umbrella, which of course is a very iconic penguin element. You can also have him holding a gunbai, a Japanese war fan. Personally, I like the umbrella. His left hand can be holding a katana at the hip or a handgun. You could reverse the katana as well, but as you can see here, it's kind of blocking his face, and it doesn't really make much sense with the scabbard. Here's another sword I had lying around. It's not included with this statue, but let's see what it looks like with that. I think it looks pretty cool. So there you go, just an idea for you guys at XM. Go ahead and give him the gun. The gun looks pretty interesting as well. So you get 3 head sculpts with this piece. Here's a look at the first one. He does come with a monocle, but on the proto it was separate. I'm not sure if on the production piece it will be pre-installed. There are little indentations around his eye, but it kind of just fits in there. There's a little chain on this one. I remember on the pictures I saw, the chain was a little bit longer, so this one might just be a short chain. So this one he has sort of a full head of hair. The hair is kind of just slicked back. It's kind of got this white on the sides, and it kind of looks like a mob boss. We can see he's got the signature penguin nose. He's clenching his teeth. We've got the darker shading around some very bloodshot eyes, and his skin tone has a little bit of purple in it, maybe to suggest that he's in a colder climate or just to give him that kind of creepy look. This guy's got 3 or 4 chins. He's pretty much got no neck definition. You can see a jawline here, but then he's got several layers of fat just kind of mushing it all together. Here's a look at the second head sculpt. This one's got the Oni-inspired mask, like we've seen in some of the other pieces. You can see he's got the very pointy bird-like nose, some nice gold accents in the eyebrow and nose area, also around his mouth. He also is sporting this cool Japanese hairdo. He's got the man bun in the back. So I like the idea of the mask. I think it looks really cool. The only thing is it sort of takes away from the penguin-like features. Obviously we're missing the monocle, which is a big part. He does have the big nose, but so much of his face is covered up. I'm not sure I would personally use this one, but still very cool portrait. And then finally we have this third portrait, which is an unmasked version. We get the same hairstyle that we just saw, except this time we can see his monocle, we can see his evil grin on his face, and we can see that long nose. It also looks like this one, his face is a little bit more defined, less emphasis on that big neck of his. He's got that receding hairline, which is kind of more reminiscent of the Danny DeVito penguin, and I think this one is the winner for me. So he's resting his foot on a large chest with a gem on a cushion. We've got red, blue, and clear stones to give you options based on your mood. So a nice little detail is that the chest is heavily decorated and references the Joker Orochi piece with the Oni mask and snake decorations on the lid. And right next to that, we've got a rocket or fireworks of some sort ready to do some damage. So when it comes to the penguin, there are a few trademark wardrobe elements that let you know exactly who he is. He's typically known for wearing a tuxedo, a top hat, and sporting an umbrella. And this being a feudal Japanese concept probably made it a little difficult for the folks over at XM. But I think they did a great job at translating a tuxedo into this very elaborate traditional getup. The colors are very reminiscent of the colors we'd see in a penguin tuxedo, and they definitely did a nice job incorporating umbrellas into the piece. We've got the one he's holding in his hand. We've got a signature black and purple umbrella hanging from the roof support beam in the back, the large red and black one with a koi fish design propped up behind him, and we've also got one leaning on the inside wall of the Norimono. So where is the top hat, you guys might be asking? Well, that's where the Easter eggs come in. Inside the Norimono, amongst a treasure chest full of gold, we have a modern day briefcase, a safe, and a black and purple top hat. Unfortunately, you can only see these items from the back or looking straight down from the top, but I can kind of see why they are hidden because these Western elements don't really go with this Japanese motif. And if you're still confused on who this character is, they've got him surrounded by all these penguins. We've got these 2 beefy penguins on either side wearing straw hats. They're also sporting backpacks carrying explosives with a trail of fireworks hanging out the back. The detail on the bags look great, especially the little metal zipper. We also have some nice feather and feet detail on these guys. Now, from the size of their bodies, I would think that they're emperor penguins. However, the markings and colors on their heads kind of remind me of king penguins, so maybe they're just some sort of hybrid. In any event, I think they look great and a much needed part of this statue. We also have this little guy presenting the penguin with some sake and a double-barreled musket. I especially like the treatment of the liquid, as it looks like it's spilling out onto the tray. And in this little dude's backpack, we've got some fish with some dynamite sticking out of their mouths. There are more of these fish in this giant woven basket on the other side. All of these fish are sculpted with a lot of detail with some real rope wicks. Now, the prototype was also shipped with this empty basket. I'm not really sure if it's included with the production piece, as I didn't see it mentioned anywhere. Maybe it was just shown as an option, but it might be nice to stick our extra gems in here, or maybe you can use it as a hiding place to stash your valuables. Okay guys, so that was a look at the Penguin Daimyo from the XM Studios Batman Samurai line. Pretty much a no-brainer for anyone collecting the line, or anyone that just wants a very cool, detailed quarter-scale penguin. It's currently up for worldwide pre-order on the XM Studios website, and if you order by January 9th, you can get one of those nifty metal plaques. Information will be in the description down below. So I just want to thank XM Studios for allowing me to show you guys this piece prior to its release. I'm really excited to get mine and add it to the collection. As always, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and stay tuned for more because I'll be highlighting every single piece from this line in the months to come. Thanks again for watching. Here's to an awesome 2021, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.